And now let's take a look at your Sunday portfolio at offshoreinsiders.com. Joe Duffy's picks at offshoreinsiders.com. Ho-hum, now 18-5. 18-5 with all football picks. Yesterday, you got Maryland, Coastal Carolina, Michigan, Florida State. Just part of the winning. This is the greatest start to a college football and NFL season combined in handicapping history. The greatest season in history is underway. Are you still on the outside looking in? Shame on you if you are. West Virginia and Virginia Tech, and it's all at offshoreinsiders.com. Now let's take a look at some key betting information for the Sunday portfolio. Texas A&M and UCLA, really both of these coaches are on the hot seat. Texas just 12-13 straight up the last 2 years, and Jim Mora Jr. especially, one of those guys who's considered to be one of the great recruiters, not necessarily a great coach. And we usually find coaches like that to be predictably unpredictable, usually pretty good as an underdog when they're playing poorly, and pretty good as a fade, fading them as a favorite when things are going well. A&M probably going to use 3 quarterbacks here. UCLA, though, very firm at the quarterback position, led by NFL prospect Josh Rosen. Texas A&M lost their best defensive player, Myles Garrett, to the NFL's top pick. A&M traveling 1,292 miles to this game. A&M is 7-22 against the spread on grass, 5-16 overall struggle. UCLA is 0-5 outside the conference. Of course, that is against the spread. West Virginia and Virginia Tech. This rivalry resumes after 11 years, but this is a pretty good rivalry for those of you who believe. Just throw out the records in rivalries. Virginia Tech is a first-time starting quarterback in Josh Jackson. Redshirt, a freshman. He's the son of a coach, though, longtime Michigan assistant Fred Jackson. WVU's Willie Greer is a quarterback, highly touted transfer from Florida. He had 10 touchdowns in 6 games, but was suspended for using PEDs. Virginia Tech, not much proven talent at wide receiver, only one of their top 4 rushers back. West Virginia is 6-15 in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Virginia Tech is 7-3 on grass. These records are ATS. Virginia Tech has gone over 13-3 outside the conference. Now, the consensus, geez, talk about consistent. We have 4 major sources we use to judge squares and contrarian plays. West Virginia's at 59, 59, 59, and 61%, but that on the surface isn't all that significant. We gave you yesterday some teams that were 80% consensus plays, except the public likes to bet favorites, especially big favorites. And usually the biggest consensus plays are big favorites, but this is an underdog, rare case where an underdog is a fairly significant consensus play. As we said, every source says most of the tickets have been written on West Virginia. Again, for those people who believe in contrarian stuff, it's about the number of bets, not the amount of money. All the best sports books, all the best offshore sports books are at offshoreinsiders.com. Thoroughly vet it. Use promo code Duffy at mybookie.ag and get the biggest sign-up bonus they allow, mybookie.ag.